back to our pledge interview this evening. Once again, you can call in and pledge your support to Africa Muslim Agency as they bring hope to the refugees of Lebanon with the theme or idea called Basamat. And we're going to be unpacking that, like I said, shortly in this interview with the donor liaison officer of the Africa Muslim Agency, Sister Khatija Abbas. We've talked about the children. Let's now talk about the elderly. What has been your interaction with the elderly?
Yeah. So, you know, that Tuesday when we went and saw Ahmed in Habash camp, we went to another unmanaged camp immediately after that. It was close by. And we spoke to a family with 6 sons and a mentally challenged daughter. And then there was 2 parents, of course. The mother was okay. The father was on a ventilator. And we spoke to this family, and, you know, just touching on what you asked me earlier about the situation of the camps and the weather. 6 sons, the one boy, his name is Hussam. And he was saying he's got a 3-year-old brother as well. He's so afraid of going to sleep at night because he's so worried that if he wakes up the next morning that his brother would have died. And he is about 10 or 11 years old, Hussam, and that is the kind of worry that he has. And, you know, we spoke to his little brother, Louay. Louay is 9, and he really crept into all our hearts because we asked him, what is it you want? And he said, all I want is an education. All I want is to go to school. He goes consistently, he takes his mother with him to try and register for school, but he gets turned away. He leaves his mother at home and he still goes by himself. At the age of 9, he walks barefoot and all to the school to try and register, and still he gets turned away. And we said, you know, can't we do something for you? What if we can send you to school? And this is something that he said, and all of us, I think, broke down when we heard him say this. A little boy of 9. He said, I don't want help for myself if you can't help my brothers. So if you want to send me to school, I have 2 brothers that are older than me. You send them first because they've been waiting longer. And, you know, we think of our Prophet ﷺ, the best example of humanity. And what did he say? You know, you should want for your brother what you want for yourself. And we learned, I mean, we thought we were going to help these families, but to be honest, they helped us more. We learned so much from them about their humanity. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. We've been speaking about our recent visit to the refugee camps in Lebanon and the Basamat Psychosocial Support Center. Let's now watch a clip to find out more about the Basamat Center and what it really offers.
I'm Ala Qaddura. I'm a psychologist and head of child protection sector at Urda. It's a very fertile and safe place for children to have healthy and positive emotion expression, in addition to the expression of their thoughts, and a very good chance for changes in their behaviors, especially if these behaviors are affecting themselves and affecting others. We believe that it's very important to have these activities so that they have a very healthy upbringing, because we can't have a lost generation. We can't have children that lack values and proper communication with each other. And if they suffer from psychological disturbances, this can affect their upbringing, this can affect how they understand and think about the future. And we need them to be healthy, we need them to be in a proper and stable place at the psychological and social level, so that they do have the chance to rebuild their houses and rebuild their homes back in Syria when they go back, and so that they do build themselves before anything else, because sadly the circumstances they live in has damaged something within themselves. Their living conditions are very harsh. They struggle for basic needs, and it's very important they do understand that this is very temporary. It's not how they'll be living their lives. This is not the future. The future is within their hands, and they do have control over it. So we do give them the skills, we do give them the abilities, but we don't give them false hopes at the same time.
Come to this refugee center for Syrian refugees from war-torn Syria. We have spent the afternoon here, the whole delegation is here, on behalf of Africa Muslim Agency and our donors. South Africa in collaboration with Urda. We want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity to witness a day in the life of a refugee within this camp.
You know, we say that children are the future of the world. We understand that intellectually, but you see, if we don't pay attention to the quality of the future that these children will have, then indirectly we are not paying attention to the quality of the future of the world. Have you ever thought about that concept? Because these children will be the adults of tomorrow. Which means if they are not developed and protected and made to feel safe, then the world in the future will not be developed, will not be protected, and will not be safe for everyone. So the Basamat Center, or Psychosocial Service Centers in refugee camps in Lebanon for Syrian and Palestinian refugees, is of utmost importance. Because these children, remember, for the past few years of the war going on in that part of the world, these children have experienced trauma beyond what you and I can imagine. Some of them have witnessed their parents being killed right in front of them. Some of them have witnessed their homes being destroyed by conflict, by war, right in front of their eyes. Some of them have watched their parents being pulled out of rubble and their siblings being pulled out of rubble, the dead bodies of their siblings. Can you imagine the trauma that hits the soul of a child when they witness that? Now remember that if we do not develop those youngsters, if we do not put them through a process of therapy, of psychosocial support, they become damaged adults.
Alhamdulillah, just watching that video, we've learned a bit of what the Basamat Center is all about in Lebanon. Don't forget Pledge Line this evening at 8 o'clock here on ITV Networks. Call in and pledge your support, and we're going to be hearing more about what the pricing structure of your donations going to be structured around when it comes to the Basamat Center. Sister Khadija, your take on the video that just played.
Yes, I think it's really incredible to see Allah speaking again. Of course, Imran as well. And, you know, we met her, and something that I think donors need to know is that we've seen the facilitators and you know, the coordinators of the Basamat Psychosocial Center, and they are absolutely incredible. They are committed and devoted to these children and to helping them overcome their trauma. And one thing that was absolutely amazing is that they almost have personal relationships with all these children. They know their names, they know their backgrounds. There's really a connection that they formed. So firstly, that's the first thing I want to point out. And just furthermore, touching on what the Basamat Center offers, I know she's kind of explained it, but it does cognitive behavioral therapy. So reconstructing ideas of violence and authority, that is so important, because these families, refugees, children, they've grown up and their circumstances have completely been encompassed by violence and trauma. So if we don't reconstruct those ideas, when Syria, inshallah, becomes rebuilt, those sort of constructs are going to continue into Syria, and you're going to have a violent society. So they reconstruct those ideas. They do trauma counseling, psychological needs assessments. It's so, so important. They track where a child is at the beginning of the program, behavior, thoughts, actions. They track it at the end as well. So they can see the progress that is made and what needs to be done going forward. They address gender-based violence. You know, this is something so relevant to us in South Africa. It's really a plague in society. And this is something that's going on there as well. Child marriage is absolutely devastating there. Girls from the age of about 14 and 15 are marrying older men, maybe 19, 20, even older. And girls as young as 9 are getting married off. So this center deals with gender-based violence and child marriage as well. It really takes a look at absolutely everything, which is amazing.
I'm sure during the pledge we'll hear more about the progress of
Yes.
the centre and how it has affected those that have enrolled for the causes within the centre. We know it all comes down to money, unfortunately, of helping anything move along in life or in different parts of the world. When it comes to the Basamat Centre, what are the figures that Africa Muslim Agency is looking for our donors for this evening for?
Yes. So to sponsor a child for an entire year, it is 8,000 Rand. Now, I know 8,000 Rand, we're in the end of November now. It can be a lot. Your wallets are tight. However, think about the change you're going to make in this child's life. Yes, 8,000 Rand is a lot, but what if you got your family together? You know, you might be 5 brothers or sisters. You know, you might have some cousins. Everybody put together 1,000 Rand. You know, sometimes we spend 1,000 Rand over a weekend to go out for food. You put that towards a child and you change that child's life. Look at Amin, how he's changed. He's a completely different child. And that's through the center. So for 8,000 Rand, you sponsor a child for an entire year of professional, regular, and globally recognized psychosocial support. Alhamdulillah.
Sister Khatija Abbas, a donor liaison officer at the Africa Muslim Agency. I'm sure the viewers will see you back in the pledge line this evening and unpacking more about the experiences that you've had and what the center has to offer, the Basamat Center there in Lebanon, to the Syrian refugees. Don't forget to call in and pledge your support this evening. Once more, live pledge line, Africa Muslim Agency. Call in, pledge your support, be it a means of giving hope to others and earning thawab jariyah. And this reward, we will see the benefit of it in this world, Qabr, and in the next. From myself and the rest of the team, inshallah, don't forget to tune in. Like I said, after this, we'll be starting our pledge line here live on ITV Networks. Remember us in your du'as. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.